Hi, are you an agent in the life insurance business and want to become a final expense superstar? I'm Randy Pierson, Vice President of Life and Annuities at Gordon Marketing, and today I have with me Jim Paris, our final expense sales manager, and we're going to be talking about the techniques, the things that you need to know and focus on to become a final expense superstar. So stay tuned. All right, Jim. So selling final expense, we have a lot of agents out there that sell a lot of final expense. And I know that you, as the sales manager in this arena, talk to a lot of agents every day, every week. So tell us a little bit about what you notice, what you observe as the attributes of the guys that are the best in that field. What do they do differently than the folks who don't succeed?
Well, Randy, I'll tell you this. The real superstars, I know that they have a system and process in place that originates from curating their leads, following up with the leads, contacting the leads, how they engage, build rapport with those clients, whether it be at their home or which has become very popular over the phone during these times. They don't just dive right into the sell. If you are with a client and you're already giving them quotes in 30 minutes, you're probably doing it wrong. You really need to get deep with these people because you want them to respect you. You want them to know that you care about them and they care about you. You want your client actually asking you questions about yourself.
All right, very good. I agree with that. So, I know the final expense has gotten a bit of a bad rap in the industry. Why is that? Why do a lot of agents steer away from final expense?
Well, because they haven't had a real process. They haven't had a real mentor in the business. They go in, they think it is a simple product. It is simple to sell, but they lack to gain that trust from that client. And when it comes down to, do I make that final expense payment or do I make my rent payment? Oftentimes they're going to go the other way, which will lead to your chargebacks.
So you mentioned the dirty words, right? Chargebacks. I would agree with you. I think one of the biggest reasons that agents don't get into the final expense business or don't stay in that business is that policies lapse, chargebacks occur, and there's nothing worse than being in the insurance business and getting a bill from the insurance carrier instead of a commission statement. But it's like a big circle. It all leads back to what you were just saying, and that is you got to do a better job as an agent in building rapport, right? So, when you are chatting with agents about final expense, what's the number one question that most of them ask you?
Most of them are asking me about a verifiable quality lead source. That is always the number one question that I'm getting, even from the most experienced, the most successful agents, always asking me, do you have a lead source?
Yeah, and I would agree. Look, in the final expense business, because it is very transactional and high volume, having a good source of leads, people to go out and talk to, is vitally important. However, to your point, once again, I think that, or at least we believe that one of the more important aspects of selling final expense is increasing or improving your persistency. What are some of the things that we advise agents to do to increase their persistency and make sure that business that they work so hard to sell stays on the books?
Well, the number one thing is following up with your clients and staying in touch with them. Just small things. You're dealing with clients that obviously are a little bit older in age, and they remember the days of outstanding customer service. Small handwritten notes, birthday greetings, telephone calls, anniversary calls. Those little things all add up. I recently spoke with an agent that runs a call center, and they have a whole retention department that they have 2 dedicated employees that are constantly reaching out to their clients just to catch up with them, just to touch base with them.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. The days of the handwritten thank you card that simply says thank you for placing your trust and confidence in me as your agent and allowing me to sell you your very important life insurance policy are gone, right? Nobody does that anymore. And once again, to your point, staying in touch with them, sending them those greeting cards, those holiday celebration cards, also provide the agent with an opportunity to sell additional product, whether that be Medicare, cancer, annuities, you name it. And of course, increasing that persistency when you've got multiple products in the home, that consumer, those clients know you, trust you, like you enough to have made multiple purchases. That business is going to stay on the books. And, I know we've got a lot of resources, training, support that we can assist agents on in increasing their persistency, becoming proficient in selling final expense and being the best that they can be. So if you're an agent out there and you'd like to learn more about some of the resources that we have to increase your persistency in becoming a final expense superstar, all you need to do is pick up the phone and contact Jim Paris. The number is at the bottom of this video, or you're certainly more than welcome to reach out to me, Randy Pierson. I'm always here to help. So with that, however, our time on this edition of Selling Life and Annuities has come to an end. I would ask you to do me a favor and click subscribe at the bottom of this video and the notification bell so that when we come out with new content every Tuesday, you'll be sure to be notified. Thank you for your time. Happy selling.